Hello, folks. We are back. It is another Wednesday, and it is time to rank another Sega Genesis shmup. We have currently got 39 games on the list, all the way up the top here, Battlemania Daigenjo, all the way down at the bottom here, Xenon 2 Mega Blast, all manner of fun game in between. And we're going to play something a little different this week. We're going to be playing a game called Undead. And this was Japan exclusive, although I believe the MSX2 version, I think it's MSX2, has been re-released on Switch and I assume other modern consoles through the Egg console line of retro re-releases. But either way, this just kind of seemed like maybe a game you want to play for Halloween or something like that. And, you know, nice Army of the Undead and what have you. I don't know a lot about this. This seems like it might be a little more complicated than your usual shmup. As I looked at it, I considered whether or not it was eligible for the list, and it, in a very technically kind of sense. But all that to say, let's jump on in here and get this thing unpaused, and let's have a look. So there, it's just the text scroll. Rensha is off, that's good to know. Option shot shield. Now, I just need to make sure not to turn on Rensha, because goodness knows. I mean, come on. Well, let's start with the forest. Okay, yep, we have a shield. Okay, and it seems like you can shoot the treasure chests to kind of change what's in them, somewhat. Oop. Oh, I have a health bar, okay. Yeah, so you can kind of hold the shield out for projectiles. Like right there. Even though it didn't help because I got hit again. Oh, okay, red potions are bad. Yeah, like I said, this might end up being a little more complicated than the sort of things we usually play. Just pick knife again. Do I get better knife? More knife? Faster knife? Okay, yellow potion, it made me blinky. That's good. Well, clearly you know what we gotta do now. And that's turn on Rensha. Alright, let's try the cemetery this time. Okay, Rensha has rapid fire. I like Rensha. It's my friend. Okay, the little green fairies appear to be friendly. Though not necessarily cooperative. Wait, really? Okay. Back at the start. This game gets crowded real fast. Might as well deploy one of these things. At least we can speed up the countdown. That's nice. Okay, let's try forest. Stage forest again. Okay, so the axes and boomerangs operate pretty much the same way. This is weird. Welcome, Raiders! I've already game overed like 3 times now. Wrong button, that's fine. Okay, rude. Well, we'll bump this down to easy soon enough. Guess we'll just try Forest again, see if we can actually clear one of these. Ah, crap. You shoot the potion to change what kind of effect it has, and there is a hurts you potion. And we're dead. I've yet to entirely figure out what difference it makes if you collect the knife power-up over and over again. Mostly because it's rather difficult to do. Kinda have to manage a lot all at once, in a game that does not move slowly. Okay, got him. Crap. No, I want blue, I want blue, I want... I'll live with that. Oh, I died trying to get that one up. So one of the gimmicks here is, of course, that because you're a little knight dude instead of a spaceship, you can pull out a little shield. And that lets you deflect some of the bullets, which is presumably why they feel pretty okay with just flooding the screen. Yellow, okay. And I can go over here. Another yellow, or wait, what else? I think that was speed, not necessarily too excited about that. Oops, still took damage. let's have a look at some other stages. We're gonna be bumping this down to easy pretty soon anyway, because boy howdy am I getting my butt kicked. Egg? What's the egg do? Well, that's actually kind of useful. Alright. That's the guy from Splatterhouse. Oh, he got back up. Oop. Yeah, trying to manage what comes out of the treasure chests while everything else is in motion. Kind of a lot. Oh, I got like all three of them at once that time. Oh, nope, we're dead. I think I ran out of continues. Okay, so before we do anything else, normal, easy, and crazy. Let's see if we stand a chance on easy. Yeah, things seem to get out of your way a bit quicker. You feel a little more in control of what's going on. The idea here is, again, use the shield to get... Alright. Wait. Nope, okay. Was it like, does holding out the shield protect me from the back? No, it doesn't. Red potion bad. Red potion bad. Oh, you can only use knife if you have this guy. Okay. Okay, crossed swords looks like it could be a promising upgrade. Provided you have the time to get one. Ooh, we're in good shape now. Until I very quickly get myself killed again. We're in bad shape again. Oh crap, no. No, I want blue, I want blue, I want... fine. Taking you down, Leon. One more, and then I'll start exploring other levels. Because I almost have a plan now. Yeah, having a multi-directional shot is going to make a big difference in this part. Just get my health back. Yeah, I can shoot backwards now. Yeah. You'll like them apples. Yeah, I think I maxed it out. Personal space there, buddy. Do I grab that? Holy crap, I level up! I think I'm good on agility. Or, well, yeah, but he was in the mud. Let's grab. Yeah. I can say that being powered up, yeah, kind of changes the game a bit. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Oop. Yep, right back to the start. Like I mentioned before anyone got here, there was a re-release of this recently, specifically the MSX, I think MSX2 version of the game, which is, oops, oh crap, that was stupid. Which is out as part of that sort of, I think they call it there, the egg console. It was the same series that brought us like the original Sylpheed and like MSX version of Golvelius, bunch of stuff like that. I don't know which version would be considered the definitive. Okay, the lead boots make you go slower. Unless if you're in a situation where that's preferable. Yeah, so anytime you press the shield button, it takes priority over the fire button. It does seem, at the very least, like they intend you to play it a certain way. probably good to bring that up. Okay, it doesn't let you replay stages. It does kind of seem like you really should be playing them in order. Because, yeah, I was severely underpowered for this part last time I was here. Yeah, so the glass breaking... Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. The glass breaking is pretty much a put up your shield moment. That is what you are intended to do when that glass breaks. Back to the start, sucker. God. this one? There it is. Okay. Yeah, those chests are in a tough place. You have... And then that was the boss. Back to the start. a bit tough to get a read on those fireballs. Maybe I just have to assume that they're going to be aiming directly for me and kind of make a plan by that. And that is definitely one thing I will say about this game, is that it is... The game definitely wants you to have a plan, like... this probably wasn't an arcade game. This was probably, like, exclusive to... like console and like, you know, computers like the MSX. And this definitely seems like the sort of game where they expected you to play it over and over and over again and kind of learn all the spots and know where all the stuff is. Oh, you can fall in the hole. Okay. Ah, crap. The perspective doesn't really help that part either. Those little fires can just spawn right underneath you. Right on, you have a good one, Gaijin. Yeah, I gotta throw in the towel on that dude. Not really sure what to do with him. But ultimately, where do we put this on the list? That was a really neat game. It was doing a whole lot of stuff. Like, that's probably the deepest game, just kind of by virtue of the genre, probably going to be the deepest game on the list. At least in terms of just gameplay depth over... But I don't know that it necessarily executes on all of that stuff particularly well. Like, there is some weird stuff that... The complete lack of checkpoints, for one thing. And really, I think the biggest thing is it scrolls a little too fast. You know, like for a game like where you have to get yourself situated in front of the treasure chests and hit them multiple times in order to get the item you're looking for. Like they get off screen pretty fast. I don't know, it seems like maybe if this was like an MSX game originally, yeah, maybe the scrolling wasn't so great, and then when they accidentally made it too much, I don't know. But I don't think it goes higher than Vapor Trail. So it's above the curse line. Now if I take this over curse, I'd take this over Space Turtle Ship. I'd take it over Zero Wing. Well, I mean, I would play Zero Wing, because of course, but... I would... I'd take it over Slap Fight. Yeah, I think it goes above Fire Mustang, just by a bit here. It's a similarly kind of janky game. A little... I think it goes over Fire Mustang for me just simply because it's trying to do so much more. But I think it's about comparable in terms of quality overall. But that's going to be me for this evening. I'm just checking to see if one Mr. Benjamin Rivers is not up yet, not streaming yet. But we will be checking him out at, well, I'm going to be checking him out either way. But, yeah, I will be back tomorrow night with some live improvised music, and it might be spooky music. I could probably swing that, at least for a while. And then I'll be back again on Saturday night with some music production. And I'm just going to double check. Still not seeing a Ben. Oh, I'm just going to rate him manually. Hang on. This will be weird if it turns out he's taking the night off. Ben is not in Toronto. Okay, that explains it. Thank you, Alpha. Well, Smite's doing some gong show, so we'll hop over there. That's always a fun time. And as for me, yeah, I've already sort of been through my little schedule for the next little while. I just want to say thank you for coming by. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. And I do hope to see you next time.